Digital Rhetoric, Theory, Method, Practice, which is published in 2015, written by Douglas Iman, conceptualized digital rhetoric as an emerging field. Part of Iman's project was to define and locate digital rhetoric as the study and the practice of interdisciplinary fields, such as digital literacy, visual rhetoric, new media, human-computer interaction, and critical code studies. So we will start with the first chapter, defining and locating digital rhetoric. The first chapter focuses on the definition of three concepts: rhetoric and digital and text. Rhetoric is the art of finding out the viable means of persuasion. In Aristotle's theory, a successful speech has three modes of expression: logos, pathos, and ethos. In ancient Roman, the political uses of rhetoric and the ethical dimension of rhetoric are important research topics of rhetoric. In the medieval, the rise of Christianity led to the devaluation of rhetoric. Then the rhetoric enjoyed a resurgence of sorts during the Renaissance. In the Enlightenment, Locke worked toward a reform notion of rhetoric. Rhetoric should rethink its reliance on tropes of invention. In the end, the contemporary rhetoric is the study of communication and understanding. Kenigsberg considers rhetoric as a study of language, as human action that has inventions and effects. When we know the three definitions of three concepts, the book provides the relationship between the three concepts. Rhetoric deals with effect of text, persuasive and tropological. Text is a technology in itself, but the appearance of digital production is leading to the development of or expansion of textual forms. The textual form can be synthesized and implemented in various of technologies and media, thus extending the concept of text. Eamon interlocated that the term digital, text, and rhetoric are in an intricate interplay. As he wrote, the digital provides a bridge between textual production and rhetoric, which is linked to the text that encode human knowledge and memory. In other words, the digital connects and facilitates interaction between the textual and the rhetorical. Chapter 2 recontextualized classical and contemporary rhetoric within digital environment. In Aristotle's famous formulation, rhetoric is the art of finding out a viable means of persuasion. And the primary means of finding these means is through the faculty of invention, how individuals might employ a theoretical framework to discover arguments that might be effective in public deliberation and judgment. In the textbook, Digital Rhetoric, digital analysis and production transformed the five canons of classical rhetoric into invention, arrangement, style, memory, and delivery. Here is a picture. It compared the five canons under the digital practice. I will mainly focus on two canons, which are arrangement and style. Arrangement in classical rhetoric is typically a form system of organization that delineates each part of a speech based on its purpose. Brandon suggests that in classical rhetoric, arrangement is determined more by the context, the audience, the rhetoric purpose, than by a logical progression. This kind of arrangement is called kairos. The arrangement of digital work is still intimately tied to kairos. In digital rhetoric, arrangement may be a conscious decision of the writer of the digital text, but it may also be left up to the user. Then I will compare the style in the classical definition and digital practice. For Aristotle, style was primarily a question of matching the appropriate forms of language to the discourse at hand. styles take on new importance of digital rhetoric, particularly in terms of visual style. For a digital rhetoric, style is equivalent to design. Thus, digital rhetoric must be concerned with understanding all the available elements of document design, including color, font choice, and layout, as well as multiple media design possibilities such as motion, interactivity, and appropriate use of media. After analyzing the second chapter, I will talk about the third chapter. Chapter 3 presented methodologies as three pairs, which are microcosmic and macrocosmic, close and distant, and local and global. What's more, Chapter 3 presented a number of methods, including code and network administration tools, server log analysis, social network analysis, hypertext network analysis, citation analysis, content analysis, which including proximity analysis and cognitive mapping, and data visualization. By presenting information such as site traffic, social capital, and scholarly credibility, these tools expose the complex interconnections among users and texts. As for Chapter 4 presented numerous examples of pedagogical, scholarly, and public digital rhetoric text. Dr. Simon began by sharing course descriptions and syllabus that illustrate various approaches to teaching digital rhetoric in relation to analysis and production. The author lists 3 examples: Sarah Arroyo's seminar on digital and rhetoric, which taught at California State University, which emphasized contemporary rhetorical theory and the multimedia project. The second one is Byron Hawk's Advanced Writing and Digital Rhetoric, which is invited blogging and social networking. And the third one is Ames' own web authoring and design, which is focused on web design and production. In the end, the chapter then considered productions of rhetoric that interrogated public dimensions, including Barbara Warnick's play on political parody in Rhetoric Online, Elizabeth Lodge's exploration of government control, and Ian Bogust's examination of procedurally rhetoric in persuasive games. Thank you for listening. This is all of my presentation.